Good Thursday evening, August 1st, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Stehekin remains under a level 3 or go now evacuation today due to the close proximity of the Pioneer Fire. One person was injured in a two-car collision at the intersection of Highway 97A and Eniat River Road last night. An excessive heat warning is now in place through Saturday. How long this early August heat wave will last, coming up in weather. After more than 7 hours of intense firefighting involving numerous agencies on the ground and in the air, a brush and grass fire off Highway 97 south of Chelan was stopped at about 110 acres Wednesday night. Douglas County Fire District 4 said the fire was first reported about 11:40 a.m., burning about a mile south of the BB Bridge and rapidly growing up steep hillsides. A third alarm quickly brought in fire agencies from throughout Chelan, Douglas, and Okanagan counties, as well as state and federal crews. All told, about 130 firefighters were working on containing the fire at one point, including helicopters, scooper aircraft, and air tankers. The fire district said in a press release that by 7:30 p.m., firefighters had stopped the growth of that fire. Some crews continue to work today, putting out hot spots and mopping up. Highway 97 was shut down for 4 hours during the fire. The cause of the blaze remains under investigation. Stehekin remains under a level 3 or go now evacuation today due to the close proximity of the Pioneer Fire. During a community meeting in Manson yesterday, Chelan County Emergency Management's Rich Magnuson said the Pioneer Fire is about 1.5 miles or less from Stehekin, which is keeping the area at level 3.
This is not the time. It's not under control at all. We cannot bring them off a level 3. But as soon as that threat is gone and there's no risk to the public, we will work with the team and get them out of that evacuation level as soon as we can. Last thing we want to do for Stehekin is have them under any evacuation level, just because what it does to their economy up there. And you know, this 3 months is when they make all their money in Stehekin, and it's when we like to go up and visit Stehekin. So this is not something we want to be doing, but we're doing it for life safety and, you know, keep people safe. So
the Pioneer Fire has burned 33,761 acres and is 12% contained. Northwest Team 3 is preparing to transition management of the Pioneer and Easy Fires to California Team 15, who will be briefed on current statuses and objectives before assuming command on Saturday. The Chelan and Douglas County auditors are reporting lower voter turnout ahead of election night. Douglas County Auditor Thad Duvall said 16% of voters have returned primary election ballots as of today. And in Chelan County, Auditor Skip Moore told NCWLIFE News the county was tracking around 15% as of Wednesday. Moore said Chelan County had a higher turnout at this point in the voting period in both 2020 and 2022, and Duvall said he expected a turnout of 25% to 30% by this point. Both auditors noted the ballots have many choices in each race, which Moore hypothesized could be the reason people are having a hard time filling them out. If a large influx of ballots are returned on election night or shortly before, initial results on Tuesday may not reflect the majority of votes cast. Rock Island Mayor Randy Agnew has by far raised the most money in the five-way race for Douglas County Commissioner. Reports from the State Public Disclosure Commission show Agnew has raised just under $16,000 and taken out another $4,000 in loans for his campaign. As of the latest reports, he had spent almost $17,500 of that money. Wenatchee Valley Fire Captain Austin Flemons is shown to have raised almost $7,600 in in the District 2 race, and he spent $5,500 of that. Flemons has donated almost $1,300 to his own campaign. Trucking company owner Jimmy Sherrill has raised $3,700, the bulk of that coming from his own contributions to the campaign. Records show the other two candidates for the District 2 seat, fitness coordinator Paula Lamanna and banker Katie Schaefer, have raised and spent little to nothing this far. The five candidates are vying in Tuesday's primary election to be among the two who will advance to the November general election. Only District 2 voters will cast ballots in the primary, while the entire county will decide between the two who advance. They are seeking to replace Commissioner Kyle Steinberg, who is not seeking re-election. When we come back, the man accused of starting a fire Tuesday night outside Soap Lake that destroyed numerous vehicles and outbuildings has been identified. One person was injured in a two-car collision at the intersection of Highway 97A and Eniat River Road on Wednesday night. And Icicle Fund Executive Director Christine Morgan announced her resignation yesterday from the position she's held for 9 years. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Let your voice be heard. I'm former Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett, and I'd like to be your District 12 State Representative in Olympia. With my extensive experience in law enforcement, I'm eager to serve you to ensure your community and neighborhood public safety. I intend to safeguard and improve your quality of life. I support your private property rights, lowering your tax burden, helping small business to thrive, fiscal responsibility, and your public safety.
Paid for by the committee to elect Brian Burnett for State Representative.
The man accused of starting a fire Tuesday night outside Soap Lake that destroyed numerous vehicles and outbuildings has been identified as 25-year-old David Teslyuk of Soap Lake. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said Teslyuk was burning trash outside when the fire started. The fire off Road B Northeast and Road 20 Northeast burned about 57 acres. It led to level 3 evacuations, left one person injured, and destroyed 6 vehicles, 4 RVs, and 7 outbuildings. The injured person was hospitalized for smoke inhalation. The sheriff's office said because of the injury and the amount of property lost, Teslyuk is being charged with first-degree reckless burning. He's currently lodged in the Grant County Jail. One person was injured in a two-car collision at the intersection of Highway 97A and Eniat River Road last night. The Washington State Patrol says that at roughly 8:04 p.m., a 2002 Toyota Tundra failed to yield to a southbound 2016 Dodge Dart when attempting to turn left onto the highway. The Toyota came to rest on its side, blocking the northbound turn lane of the highway, while the Dodge came to rest in the northbound lane. The driver of the Toyota, Alberto D. Cazeta, 56 years old, was uninjured. However, the driver of the Dodge, 67-year-old Mark T. McDonald, was transported to Confluence Health Hospital in Wenatchee for treatment for undisclosed injuries. Both men are from Eniat. Yesterday, Icicle Fund Executive Director Christine Morgan announced her resignation from the position she's held for 9 years. Icicle Fund is a local nonprofit that supports arts, history, and environment in north central Washington. In the press release announcing her resignation, Morgan said, quote, "I'm looking forward to my next chapter of service elsewhere and to opening the door for the next leader of the Icicle Fund," unquote. Morgan will continue at the organization through September to ensure a smooth transition of operations. Individuals interested in applying for the executive director role can do so on the Icicle Fund's website. Coming up next in tonight's feature story from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, we will introduce you to Gigi and Olive, two rabbit sisters up for adoption. Expect hotter weather tomorrow with an excessive heat warning in place for Friday and Saturday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710. Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous farmers market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Check out clubcrowcashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. We have a special episode for you because tonight we're featuring two rabbit sisters. Gigi and Olive might not look alike, but their bond is eternal. So the two rabbits are looking for their forever home together.
Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Merry Maids, Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am an animal control dispatcher here at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and today we are here with Gigi and Olive. They came to us as an owner surrender. They're very socialized. They love being pet. This one is okay with being held, this one not so much. If you're interested in adopting them, they would make a great first-time rabbit. They are bonded, so they need to go together. And they would make a great indoor rabbit. They both have very good litter box habits. So Olive here, she is black and white, mostly white. She's got these cool black ears, big brown eyes, and it kind of looks like she's got eyeliner on because she's got black around her eyes as well. And then Gigi here, she is mostly brown with some black mixed in. She's about 10 pounds, so she's a big rabbit. And then Gigi, or Olive, is about, probably about 8 pounds. So not quite as big as Gigi, but they're both pretty big rabbits. For housing them, it'd be great if they would be like free roam indoor rabbits, or if you have like a big play pen to put them in with some Timothy hay and rabbit pellets, and they also like fresh fruits and vegetables. So they are both about 5 years old. They've been here since July 8th. And they're both very social. They like being pet held. They're very nice rabbits, easy to take care of. And this one's grooming herself right now. So if you're interested in adopting Olive and Gigi, we are open 7 days a week from 12:30 to 6:30, except for Wednesdays. We are open 12:30 to 6:30 by appointment only.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Mary Maid's Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a good Thursday. It definitely warmed up out there, and our air became a little hazier today as well, especially outside our weather window. This is our Blag Mountain Sky-Fi weather camera, and you can see some of those hazy conditions around the Cascades, Leavenworth down below the hills there. And yeah, our air mainly good today. There were some locations that went down to moderate, but for the most part, it stayed okay. And expect more of that tomorrow. We'll talk about that here coming up, but I'll tell you what is coming up, more hot weather. The Weather Service upgraded our excessive heat watch to a warning this morning, and that will go all through tomorrow and into Saturday, and here's why. 104 now predicted for us tomorrow, and that would break a record set in 1961 of 103. We'll stay about 100 on Saturday, and boy, knocking at those triple digit door throughout Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and even into midweek Wednesday, although I think we will cool down a bit as we get into midweek next week. But boy, we have a hot couple of days ahead. And speaking of hot, this entire month of August, according to the National Weather Service, is going to be a hot one, warmer than average for us throughout the month of August. And as you know, if you've lived here a while, it's already a very hot month. And as far as precip goes, yeah, drier than average. And it is already just tinder dry out there, so we all need to be extra careful throughout this month of August. It's going to be a hot one. And as we get into your forecast now, tonight we can expect just a few clouds out there, and we'll get to that here in a second, but 98. Woo, our unofficial high temperature today, and that's 8 degrees above 90. That's where we should be for this time of year. How about this record high, 107, set back in 2009. As far as lows, we were pretty much in the ballpark as far as normal goes. 66 this morning, 64 is normal, and 51 our record low set in 1987. Sun came up at 5:40 this morning and sets just after 8:30 at 8:34. All right, now we will get you into those temperatures for tomorrow, and every one of these temperatures on this map would be record highs if we do get to these marks. 106 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 105 in Quincy, even Ellensburg 103 tomorrow, and then 104 for Wenatchee, Entiat up into Chelan, 103 in Omak. Even a cool Lake Wenatchee will see almost 100 degrees tomorrow. It is going to be a scorching end to this work week. All right, as we move along into our surface loop tonight, clear skies throughout north central and all of Washington state, really, as that ridge of high pressure stays up and over us. Very mild tonight. We're talking low temperatures in the mid 70s. Boy, get out this evening and enjoy yourselves in this nice weather. For Friday, I think we'll start mostly sunny. The haze will move in the afternoon, and look at these temperatures. We will be near 105 degrees, a possibly record-setting Friday. Things will cool down just a little bit as we start the weekend, but not much, mainly because of these partly cloudy skies. A little bit of haze also on Saturday, but we're still talking highs right around 100 degrees, and it's not going to change much into the end of our weekend either. In fact, that ridge just extends farther up into British Columbia. Going to be a hot Sunday with high temperatures in the upper 90s to almost 100 degrees. degrees. Spokane at about 98 for Sunday. On Monday, we're going to start off the week still hot, sunny, high temperatures again in those upper 90s as that anchoring high just stays off the Pacific coast. And then some breezy weather moves through on Tuesday. A little trough of low pressure moving across Canada will kick up those winds, and that will cool us off just slightly on Tuesday. Instead of 100, we'll probably be closer to the mid-90s. And then by the end of our forecast, not much change. Sunny skies and warm, high temperatures midweek next week into the mid-90s. All right, taking a look at your 7-day forecast now. I mentioned what an overnight low tonight, 76 degrees. Record highs possible for Friday at 104, 75 our overnight low. And then as we get into the weekend, 100 on Saturday with partly cloudy skies. And we're going to stay close to that 100-degree mark on both Sunday and Monday before we cool down just a little bit for Tuesday and Wednesday. High temperatures then at 94 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Who is Brant Capel?
Brant Capel is dedicated to our community.
Who is Brant Capel?
Brant Capel has a vision for the future.
Who is Brant Capel?
Brant Capel listens to our concerns.
Who is Brant Capel? This is Ray Dobbs. I know Brant Capel, and I know he'll make an outstanding Chelan County Commissioner.
This is Brant Capel, and I'm running to be your next Chelan County Commissioner. I'd be grateful for your vote.
Paid for by the committee to elect Brant Capel, Republican.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Well, happy Thursday to you. The USA Women's 3-on-3 basketball team finally cracked the win column this afternoon in Paris. Haley Van Lith and Ryn Howard each scored 5 points to lead the U.S. to beat Spain 17-11. The Americans ratcheted up the defense today and were able to hit some key outside shots. Haley 1 for 1 from beyond the arc, 2 for 4 inside the arc, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line in that win. U.S. will look to build on its first win in pool play tomorrow with a couple of more games. They'll play the host team, France, at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then Canada at 9 a.m. The American squad went 1-1 for the day. They fell to Australia early this morning, 17-15. The top 6 teams out of pool play will advance for a shot at a medal. Check the E! Entertainment channel to watch the games. Local Tel subscribers, that's channel 66. Well, the Mariners leave Boston after a heartbreaking 3-2 loss in 10 innings yesterday. George Kirby battled through 6 innings of work while Josh Rojas and Dylan Moore gave him a brief lead. The Red Sox' Rafael Devers would deliver the game winner in extra innings.
Swinging a fly ball left center field, well hit. Raley's back there all the way to the wall and is off the wall. Here comes the run. Here comes O'Neill. He will score. Raffy delivers, and the Red Sox win it in 10. 3-2. Raffy Devers, his 3rd hit, his 69th run batted in. He has been absolutely on fire. Raffy all smiles.
Seattle has a travel day today before they'll host Philadelphia in the first of 3 games over the weekend. That's tomorrow night at 6:40 on Root Sports Northwest. The Mariners and Astros are once again in a virtual tie atop the AL West standings after Houston beat the Pirates 5-4 yesterday. Texas remains 4.5 games back after a 10-1 loss to St. Louis. Another AL West play, Colorado edged the Angels 2-1 while the Giants shut out the Athletics 1-0. The Wenatchee Apple Sox left Kelowna, BC with another win last night. Caleb Costa and David James combined on a 2-hit shutout as the Apple Sox won 3-zip. Aiden Doherty continued to deliver for Wenatchee with 2 hits, while Max Hartman had a run and an RBI. Wenatchee hosts Nanaimo tomorrow night at 6:35 at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. We had hoped to broadcast the game here on the NCWLIFE channel, but forecast temperatures well into the 100s will prevent us from doing so. Sorry about that. Checking the Les Schwab West Coast League scoreboard, Bellingham shut out Kamloops 7-0. Victoria edged Edmonton 5-4. Nanaimo beat Port Angeles 12-2. Corvallis shut out Walla Walla 14-0. Bend beat Springfield 14-3. Yakima Valley bounced back for an 8-4 win over Ridgefield. Portland topped Cowlitz 9-6. Wenatchee's lead in the WCL North standings remains at a game and a half over Bellingham and Victoria, with both the Bells and Harbor Cats winning. Nanaimo comes to town trailing the Apple Sox by 2 games before their 3-game series. Incredibly, 2 youth baseball teams from the Wenatchee Valley are headed to the World Series in the Midwest next week. The Wenatchee All-Stars traveled to Eugene and came away with the Pacific Northwest Regional Cal Ripken title last weekend. Head coach Josh Fisher talks about that week last week.
Took on teams from Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. We won the 2 games on Thursday in pool play. Friday, we didn't get those clutch hits we needed and lost both games on Friday. Fortunately, we were able to win the tiebreakers and get into the semifinals on Saturday. On Saturday, we played an undefeated Idaho team, and our pitchers Mason and Brady shut down their team, and we beat them 7-zip. Got some clutch hits from Carson Williams and Peyton Arnold, and just had a great semifinal game. In the championship, we got a chance to play Meridian, Idaho, who we had lost to in pool play. And we were a tight game. It was 2-2 all the way until the 6th inning. And then in that game, again, Carson Williams and Peyton Arnold got 2 clutch hits for us, got two RBI hits. Brady Fisher started that one, and then Austin Fisher, his brother, came in and closed it out. So we were able to secure that win and earn a trip to the World Series in Crown Point, Indiana.
The players said they regrouped at the team hotel Friday night, played in the swimming pool, and came out focused on Saturday.
Friday, didn't do that well, weren't that loud. Then Saturday, we got really loud. All of us were really positive. We got the bats really going, and it was just really fun out there. And like for most of those kids, their first experience of winning, and like most of the other kids, like having their second time in regionals, and then us travel ball kids just having really fun and then trying really hard is all the best things, and just hanging out with friends.
I was pretty happy. Yeah. I threw my goal up in the air. Yeah. I was the closer, so ground ball to the shortstop and then threw to second to win it.
It was really exciting, really fun, because we all basically celebrated after the game. Yeah. Well, we wanted to, but somebody said no.
Who was the somebody?
Brady Fisher.
We just hit better and played better defense, and our pitching did way better on Saturday, and we also were wearing blacks. We just knew that we were either going to go or not, so we just in case we didn't go, we went to the pool and had fun.
I was super happy, and I wanted to hug Mason because he got the out.
It was an honor, and it was crazy. Our whole team went crazy, and I was just super excited, happy, everything. I couldn't explain my feelings.
Now, a revelation that came from this successful campaign for the Wenatchee All-Stars is that they play better with their black jerseys rather than the purple ones.
We do better on our black jerseys.
Wearing black jerseys, yeah, we win more in them.
On Friday, we lost both games, but I think it was because the purple.
And we are 0-8-1 in our purple jerseys. So we will not wear purple. We're getting new jerseys at the World Series, but we will never wear our purple jerseys for a game again, as long as I'm a coach.
The Wenatchee All-Stars will be out of the Apple Sox game tomorrow night to do a 50-50 raffle to help raise money for their trip to Indiana. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCWLIFE app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCWLIFE app now.